guys, welcome back to my channel, The Expanse, Season 5, Episode 8. Let's go over what happened last episode. Last episode was a chunky episode in terms of what actually went down. Main thing that I remember, obviously, was Naomi killing herself, but really saving herself because she had the oxygenated blood in her, the little vial of it, injected herself. I guess she took a breath of fresh air before she went out, breath of oxygen. Sorry, I can't speak today, getting really frustrated at myself. Just bear with me here, and bear with me with the audio setup too. I'm really trying to figure that out because it is much better quality, and yeah, I really want to figure it out. So, she injected herself with oxygenated blood in order to get herself to, I believe that was her ship, the one that she gave to Philip, which is great because I'm pretty sure that's how she got in. Right? Because isn't it like a DNA thing? She didn't have like a pass or anything to get on it. So, pretty sure that was her ship. She's going to contact Holden, let him know what's going down, what the impending threat is with Marco, hopefully save him. Yeah, so really it was a very brave move. It was very fearless, but at the same time, it killed Sin. Sin wasn't aware. Well, I guess he was aware that that's what was going down. He was trying to save her. But she was like, I was doing this whether or not you came in here. So the fact that you came in here just means that you are going to be a casualty. Because if she had waited any longer, who knows what would have happened. Philip could have came in and stopped her. I don't know. Something bad would have went down. Something worse than Sin dying probably would have went down. Maybe she wouldn't have escaped. So good on her for making that brave move, that bold decision, and getting out of there. Literally, she foreshadowed it too when she spoke to Philip earlier in the episode, and she was like, the only power that you have is to leave. That is one thing that you are afforded. You are allowed to leave. So he obviously was not having any of it. Not that he was thinking that Naomi was trying to influence him, because I don't think that Philip really rationally believes that. I think that somewhere deep down he does believe that Naomi has his best interest, but at the same time he just really met her after years of not knowing her and after years of being brainwashed, so he can't reasonably trust her when somebody who has been with him his entire life, although abusive, is his father and has been with him. He can't reasonably trust somebody that person says is bad. So I understand it. It's just a very frustrating situation. And we obviously don't expect Philip to just do a 180. Although I hoped that he would do that. I thought that he would have been reasonable enough to break the cycle of abuse maybe and listen to what Naomi was trying to say and leave him. I really genuinely thought that would happen, but it makes sense that Marco dug his claws back in. We saw how easy that was for Marco to influence him when he just asked him for his ship, and he was like, yeah, sure, you could use my ship. So he doesn't really have a choice. Whatever Marco asks for and says goes. So I don't think Philip desires that same power. I think he's a little bit scared by it. He sees how it corrupts people and what people like Marco do with power, so I don't think that he wants it. But at the same time, that's his father. So, again, very difficult situation with everything else. Pretty sure Amos and Peaches are still wandering around. Don't really know what's going on there. Drummer, interested to see what she does because they had decided that they were just going to be with Marco because Earthers look at Belters the same way. Doesn't matter what side they're on, truly. So I guess they just decided that they're going to be protected by Marco. What they don't know is that Marco doesn't really care about their lives, and protecting them just because they're Belters. He doesn't care about that. He obviously doesn't even care about the Belters that are on his side. So why would he care about Belters that previously were not on his side? So I think Drummer realizes this also. I don't know if anybody's really going to listen to her, but she definitely realizes this. And I'm still maintaining in my head that Drummer is going to be the person to take Marco down or just end him, stop him. I'm maintaining that line of thought. So yeah, I've been talking for a little bit now. Gonna get into the episode. Hopefully the audio is better this time. I'm amping it up a lot. So, and I'm trying to talk loud. So yeah, as always, no, I'm not kidding. So yeah, I don't want to have to speak this close because I don't want to blast your ears off. But yeah, I'm going to shut up and get into the episode. So without further ado, let's get into episode 8. Ugh.
Bratna, you saw what happened?
Yes. Sim was trying to stop Al.
No, tell me how your mother died.
So he thinks she's dead.
I saw her at the edge. She didn't have to kill Sim.
She didn't kill him, you did.
Oof.
Leave us.
Marco is just as culpable because he didn't want to listen to him and just let Naomi go. He had this personal thing. I also understand why he wouldn't let Naomi go, because that would be a very stupid move. Did Philip even see her die? So Philip thinks that she's dead, unless he was just lying to Marco. It's a very crucial thing to know. Ooh. Oh, this is Naomi. That's crazy she survived that. I hear people. That's crazy her face looks like that after doing that. Is that permanent? Because now that she's breathing oxygen, she's okay. Would she have side effects? Like, would she have long-lasting side effects from not being oxygenated? From not breathing for that long?
In the tribunal we held, they voted death for Marco.
That's
Oh,
nothing to do with us.
shit. It was them?
How can you act like this?
We salvage. This is what we do.
We're not salvagers. We're scavengers. Marco kills those who defy him, and we pick the bodies clean. Repressurizing.
Imagine if Drummer just said yes. Voted yes to kill Marco all that time ago. Would have been a very different show. Maybe not as interesting because it would have been going too good for the good guys, but like, this is just bad. All this chaos as a result of that decision.
Any missiles?
No. Why did Marco attack them?
You mean why did we? Metako Belaya got the same offer to join the Free Navy as you did, as all factions did. They declined. Marco let them go in peace.
Oof.
And then they hijacked 2 skiffs out of Ceres, loyal to us. We protect our allies and destroy our enemies. Marco expects regular updates on salvage operations. Priority is ordnance.
Is that true? I wonder if that's the actual way that it went down, because I don't trust anybody on Marco's side. I just don't. I know that there's good and evil on both sides, but I'm failing to see the good on his.
I never planned to be in this position, nor imagined having to give a speech like this. I take this office with a heavy heart, but with a clarity of vision. Former Secretary General Christian Avasarala and Admiral Felix Delgado were directly responsible for enabling our forces to beat back the attacks. Our planet is forever indebted to them, and I am honored to have them at my side.
That's my girl.
These terrorists believe that inciting fear and sowing chaos on our planet will break us. These are times that will try our souls. But make no mistake, we will prevail. The first step towards justice, and this journey will not end until we are victorious. The future of humanity demands it.
Pretty good speech. I like him. I don't sense any bad vibes, any corrupt vibes from him. I think that he's genuine in that he was not expecting to ever have to be in that position, and suddenly he's in it. So
They saw the leader they needed to see.
Now we just have to make good on what I said.
I love that woman. That might be one of her best fits and looks, with her hair tied back like that. Christian If you're watching this, I'm free next Thursday. We can go out for pizza or something. Yeah, I'm free next Thursday. It's a good thing they have a lot of connections, or at least Amos does, in this city.
Who the hell is this?
Beaches.
Clarissa.
It's the apocalypse and you're white knighting at the brothels?
It's not like that.
Jules Pierre Mao was my father.
Jules Pierre Mao. The insane...
Yes. That one. You're not gonna make it.
Fuck you, Timmy. I carved my place out of the fucking...
She's like
skin of
Timmy.
Baltimore.
I know what it's like to lose everything.
We're not talking about a handbag, princess.
I knew this woman once.
Fellow royalty?
No, fellow inmate. She killed her children, all 5 of them. But she talked about them like they were still alive, like when she got up the next morning, they'd still be there. I thought she was crazy, but she came up to me one day and said, I know they're dead. But I know I'm dead too. You're the only bitch in here who thinks she's still alive. The person I was is dead.
Interesting.
I figured this was just the churn again, but... It's gone, isn't it?
Starting over isn't always bad.
I thought that's what he wanted also. I mean, maybe many years ago, maybe his mind's changed, but I thought deep down that's what he wanted, was to get off Earth.
We seem to be waiting for Inaros to make his next move instead of us making our first one. How can we flush him out?
We cut him off at the knees.
Oof.
We have put together proportional response strike packages. Palace Station is the one I think we should focus on. Inaros has roots there.
So the majority of casualties could still be innocent civilians.
Like the millions and counting of ours that they killed.
This is no different than the strike on Deimos.
If we start murdering innocent Belters, we'll radicalize every Belter who does not support Inaros. We'll be fighting the entire belt.
Everybody,
we already are
yeah.
fighting the entire belt.
Marco Inaros doesn't speak for all Belters.
He acted like he does in his broadcast.
Let's table this for now.
That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted it to come across as. So she's just aimlessly floating right now, because if she tries to start this thing, it explodes, or something bad happens if she tries to escape with this ship. And she's probably so weak. Come on, girl. Ooh. Fuck. That was like her only chance. She's an engineer though. She thinks like an engineer. I still have hope for this situation. What is she doing? Jesus. Oof. That is scary shit.
My name is Naomi Nagata, and I'm aboard the freighter Chetsumoka. An automated distress call in my voice is being broadcast from this ship. It is a lie. A simulation to lure the Rocinante into a trap. The Chetsumoka is a bomb. I repeat, do not approach this ship.
Well, knowing Holden, if he hears that, that's what he's gonna want to do. And it's a proximity bomb, that's what she just said, so even if they go close to it, it will detonate with her on it. And there's no way she can even get off because she doesn't have oxygen. So, what is the plan? How does she get off there?
If we had said no to Marco, someone else would be salvaging this ship and looking at our dead bodies. We would get through this.
I'm not sure I can.
Jetsamoka, this is Alex Kamal on the Razorback. Hey, Screaming Firehawk for now. Naomi, we heard your call. We are burning hard for you now. We'll be docking with you before you know it. Razorback out.
No, why would she destroy it? I guess it didn't work. I guess it didn't transmit her actual message. Fuck.
Naomi Nagata of the Rosamante. If you get this message, please return it. Tell James Gordon I'm in distress. Comment not responding. If you get this message, please return it. This is Naomi Nagata of the Rosamante. If you get this message, please return it. If you get it.
Can she not just cut the wires of all of them? Or if she cuts the wrong wire, will the bomb... I guess the bomb would go off, yeah. So is that supposed to symbolize 4 days or 4 times going in? Holy shit. Ugh. She knows it's a trap.
Set a course for that ship.
No!
You can't help her.
Watch me.
Naomi is not about that ship.
How would you know?
Because she's dead. Instead of staying with the family she abandoned.
You're lying. That was her voice.
The message was not real. Just a sim. The truth is Naomi Nagata was a traitor to the belt. And now she's dead.
Marina!
Poor drummer. I mean, I don't want her going there either, but she cares about her. Oh. I'll cry right here. She is done. It's like everybody that she's loved has gone. And she doesn't want to believe it, but she doesn't know that she's still alive. She's got to take her word for it. Can I just say Naomi and Drummer have been acting the hell out of this season? Even Christian. All the females on this show. Let's give a round of applause to them. Oh, there you go.
If you get this message, please retransmit. No, hold on.
Is she like keeping track of her breaths?
The distress call just stopped. It wasn't supposed to.
This is Naomi Nagata. Tell James Gordon I'm in control.
Why did the message
I'm in
change?
control.
Could someone be on the ship? Could it be Naomi?
Oh, is that...
It can't be. She's dead.
I got chills. She was cutting it out so that it made that message. Control. Wow, that's genius. That is genius. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good. Naomi is really the MVP this season. She has consistently knocked it out of the park with her acting skills, and I didn't think it could get any better than last episode. Also, I apologize, I'm stuttering. I don't know why I can't speak today, but I just get very excited and very ahead of myself. But I really thought she was done for, and maybe she is. I mean, all hope cannot be had here because she still hasn't been rescued, and we don't want her to get rescued because the ship will blow up. But basically, she retransmitted the message, so like she cut it out, and like redid it so that it would say, this is Naomi Nagata, like, tell James Holden I'm in control, which is crazy that she redid the message so that it would say that. I thought that she was like cutting it out, like, because it was kind of lining up with her breathing. I don't know how that would correlate at all, but I thought that that was like her way of telling people that somebody was alive and breathing on the ship, and that's how much like oxygen supply she had. That's what I interpreted that as, but it was not that. She was fully retransmitting the message. So if Alex and Bobby were getting that transmission, they would understand the retransmitted message, maybe not go there, then maybe tell Holden not to go there. But then how would they end up saving her is the real question, because they would need to, because they can't even get close to her. I was going to say they should fly near it, and then she could just like, pew, and like go into the other ship, but that's easier said than done. She almost died doing that the first time, and she had hyperoxygenated blood, so she doesn't have that this time. I truly don't know. Maybe they get a rope. She just holds her breath. My question is, if you take a big breath of air, right? Like, let's say she didn't have the hyperoxygenated blood in that first scenario. If she just took a big breath of oxygen, just like held her breath, you can hold your breath for like a long time, no? But I guess in the vacuum of space with absolutely no oxygen, it would be a very more difficult situation. I'm not too sure. That would be my question, because I wonder if you could just hold your breath and then they could just like reel her up on a rope or something. I don't know. It's a very precarious situation that she's in right now. I'm very glad that this season has been so Naomi focused, because they did briefly discuss her backstory and what went down in the season 1, which is why I do want to go back and rewatch it to pick up on those clues, and having the knowledge that I have now, like, see how she behaved and why she behaved that way, because I always thought that she was a very uninteresting character, but that's just because I didn't know enough about her to call her interesting, which is very judgmental. So clearly her backstory is very interesting. They're focusing basically an entire season on it, and it's interesting enough that like she is the main focus, and she is able to carry this role insanely well. I don't care what anybody else says, like, she is knocking it out of the park. She is crushing it. And so is everybody else, but Naomi is the standout of this season, I have to say. Naomi and Marco in a very different way, and Drummer. That's like the trio of people who are acting the shit out of this season. I also felt so bad for Drummer this episode. Clearly she's had it. All of her friends, the people that she's become close to in her life have died. And I'm sure she blames herself for Ashford's death. And just everything. She probably blames herself for Fred's too, because of the actions that she made that indirectly caused that, which is now leading to Naomi being in a precarious situation. So she's probably blaming herself for all 3 of these people's deaths. I mean, right now she thinks Naomi is dead. She's blaming herself for all of that. So she finally just said, fuck it. She drank the bottle of tequila, I think it was, that Ashford left, and said that they were going to drink together when he got back, which really goes to show that she is done, because she was saving that. That's like her last memory of him. The last thing that she needed to do to really accept his death probably is to drink that. I don't know what that's supposed to symbolize. I took it as like she's done. She's had it. She's accepted his death, yeah, but she's gonna destroy the people who have made this happen. So I hope for her sake that she figures out that Naomi is alive. Now she knows it's a trap, and I just feel awful for her. I really do. I feel so bad for her. Her and Naomi. Hopefully with that transmission that she finally got out to broadcast, it changes things up a little bit, and they actually realize that the transmission has changed and she is not really, well, she's there. She still needs to be saved. But the difference between the messages was that she was in control now. That's what she said. I don't really have that much else to say, because I really want to get into the next episode, but unfortunately it's not coming out for another couple of days, so I'm going to have to suffer for a little while longer. Hopefully I get episode 9 out for you earlier than this one. I know I've been kind of slacking lately. But, yeah. I definitely am curious to see what you guys have been thinking about this season and this episode. It's definitely a change of pace from different other seasons, because I think that it's definitely more character based. I feel like we're very much focusing on the inner conflicts and the dilemmas of all these characters on an individual basis. I feel very much more connected to Naomi as a character, very much more connected to Christian as a character, and Drummer, because we've got scenes of them alone, very quick scenes for some of them, that just really show us where they are in their head, I should just say. Which is really important, I think. The other characters, I feel like we're just getting plot advancement kind of stuff, with James and the whole proto-molecule thing, them trying to figure out whether or not it was taken. It was on the Zemea. Then we got Alex and Bobby. So it's not really focused on their storylines, but the storylines that we're getting about these characters, and Philip, I should say too, are what is keeping me the most interested. And if you're not interested in those characters, first of all, what show are you watching? Second of all, it's probably not going to be a great season for you, because this season is very much focused on those characters and their inner conflict. So, yeah, I'm going to stop talking and I guess just painfully wait for the next episode. So, yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 9. All right, bye, guys.